Good morning, everyone. This is going to be a rather quick video, and just to let you all know that in the last 2 weeks I've lost 5 fish. I also have a scooter blenny. He is, you can't see him, he's buried in the sand right now. Not doing too good. I think that his problem is more of starvation, although I've dumped all kinds of copepods in there, and I've been force feeding him. But other than that, all the other fish are doing okay. But anyway, it's not why I'm here to talk. What I'm here to talk about, what I am here to talk about is causes. And so anyway, causes. Why did those fish die? We really have no clue as to why. I don't believe that they had ick, even though I did treat them for it. We had a clown that looked like it had white spots on it, but is more, ended up being more slime, his slime coat than anything. But we did treat for ick, as I put on a previous video. We did treat for external parasites and so on. So that lasted 2 weeks, and we're back here now. But the thing that we think that may have caused it is voltage. And the reason why I say that, I have a friend down in New Orleans. They're great people, and they keep tanks and they keep frags and sell frags and so on. But anyway, the wife, Susan, suggested to me, well, I wonder if it's stray voltage. I said, well, I don't think so, but I'll go ahead and take a multimeter to the tank and see what gives. So I opened up my sump and put one probe of the multimeter into the electrical socket and the other one into water. I couldn't detect anything. And then that same day, or it may have been, no, I take that back, it was earlier in the week or the week before, Fish of Hex put out a video about a grounding probe. And after we checked with the multimeter, I thought about buying the grounding probe. And I turned around and I did. And I put the grounding probe in the water in my sump and plugged it in. Now, I know a lot of you don't have the money to have an Apex, Neptune Systems Apex controller. I fortunately enough to get one. And when I plugged that grounding probe into the outlet and I checked my Fusion, my Apex Fusion is the software that in the cloud software that is used to run your Apex. Anyway, when I went to check it, the amps in one of the extension outlets was going ballistic. And, oh, that's not right. I wonder why, what's going on. I checked the circuit breaker on it. The circuit breaker was fine. And then I started turning off devices. And sure enough, once I turned off one of the heaters, it went down. Down to the amperage, went down to nothing. So I tested it again, moved things around, and everything was fine. But once I would turn on that, as a matter of fact, not even turn it on, once I would plug it back into the outlet, the amperage on the software would go ballistic. So I knew then that I had a problem. So I went ahead and I pulled that heater, and now for the last 4 or 5 days, everything is going fine, fantastic. And my suggestion to all of you is buy a grounding probe and put it into your tank. You never know what might be hitting that water. You never know what your heaters are going to do. and we take heaters for granted, and mine was fine. It was not cracked, it was not anything, so somewhere along the line it was leaking electricity. And I think it's a good thing because fish can get electrified. Slowly, not much, but from what's been explained to me, it does happen. Grounding probes don't cost much. You can buy them on Amazon. I paid $15 for mine. And all it is a little probe, like it looks like a temperature probe on one end, and the other end gets plugged into your outlet in your wall. I wouldn't put it into your apex or put it into your extension cord as long as it's external to the tank. And it also has a ground on it, so take the little screw in the middle of your outlet, unscrew it, and take that little ground wire and plug it in. The two main plugs are blank. There's no wires connected to them. It's just a ground, and that's its only job. And again, you never know, and just thought-wise, go ahead and buy one and save yourself some hassle and worries and over time. So anyway, there's the tank. I'm still dealing with some brown hair algae. I decided to test the Zeovit system. Well, I don't really fully understand it, but I did buy the first 4 parts of it, the Zeovit rock, and then it comes with Zeobac, which is bacteria food, and Zeovit system is supposed to become a low nutrient tank, so you don't really have to worry about the nutrients, and it does have some additions as far as things that you can buy to increase the color of your corals. And obviously, I'm not ready to do that, although I only have very few corals right now. Although I am waiting on 10 to come in today. But let me give you a quick zoom in of the tank. And there you go. It's mostly white light right now. The white light is ramping up, and it's coming along. It takes a while for everything to get going, particularly corals. Anyway, thank you very much, everybody, and again, my suggestion, buy a grounding probe. Anyway, have a great day, take care, and please subscribe. Peace. And last but not least, guys, I'm adding on to this. Have water on hand, fresh and mixture of salt. So many times I plan on doing something, and I go to do something or need to do something, and I gotta make salt water, or I don't have any fresh water. I try to keep at least 6 gallons of fresh water on hand, and maybe close to 5 gallons of salt. And that's for my tank. Of course, you got to figure out what your tank size is and what amount of water changes you need to do. And that'll be it. And again, thank you very much.